Hello everyone. Today we're starting with a very rare occasion. I had been waiting to buy this premium for there to be the sales, but an opportunity has arose in the Swedish tech tree from the games I've been playing. I got a 75% off coupon on the Poliversky, that's what I call it. So it's only going to be 400. So of course, that's not too big and it still gives me enough to buy the other one when it's going to be 50% off. So I'm going to do that. Because it's a big enough coupon that it's actually worth it. Plus, it's on a nation that I haven't played much of. And it's 4-3 as well. That's for air realistic. For ground, it's probably still 4-3. It is still 4-3. So air realistic. And I'm going to be putting this thing. Oh, that counts as that? Oh, okay. That's perfect then. Um, it does get bombs. 4 of those. I probably won't be using it in ground, since I'm gonna be using this thing instead. It gets a bigger bomb. But yeah, for dogfighting and grinding the air tech tree, it's gonna be pretty good. And since there is no this slot, and well, this is gonna go there. There's nothing here that's 4-3, so I'm actually gonna be putting it here instead, because the anti goes here, and even 4-7, this is gonna be here. Yeah, so rare occasion buying this thing, and it's going right into my premium slot, though this could also be a valid slot. Though I am in my ground setup right now, which I should be switching over to this. Oh my god, what does it do? Simulator battle, no, or realistic. This there, this one, and Poliversky here. And that's for the air, so I'll finish researching that. I'll put a little bit in that, because kind of essential, and I'll try it out. 50 cals. 50 cals don't actually do much, especially the air belts. Like if you go into protection analysis and check, it's this one. Those actually, yeah, they don't do anything. Even to this, they don't do much compared to just regular AP. They do a slight bit more, but they don't do anything. Even if they hit something vital, they won't do much because they're, I think, even there. Yep, it doesn't hit it. So AP is way better. Plus, they buff 50 cals apparently. So I'll actually go for this instead. Then the 20 mils, I believe those are German 20 mils from the belt selections. So it might not be that good. But yeah, I'll try it out. See how that goes. Yeah, the German belts, I've found the workaround since the they basically nerfed how much damage the explosive filler bullets actually do. So I just use the AP since if it hits something, it'll detonate, and if it doesn't, it still does a good amount of damage because it's AP. It won't snap wings as often, I don't think, unless you hit one of the cross members or like one of the struts, I think. Like if you hit those, oh I forgot I brought bombs, which probably isn't the best for dogfighting. But yeah. Yep. So yeah, gonna try this out. It should be good at dogfighting. It has the looks of a BF-109, but apparently it's more mobile. So this might be lying. BF-109s are supposedly mobile, but at the same time they're actually not. And by mobile I mean like they're supposed to be able to turn quite well. They have like a turn time at around 19 seconds. And yet they turn very poorly compared to P-51 that can turn 19 seconds. And I think that's because of the non-straight wings. They might just turn... They might be able to turn at that speed at like 500, but when you get into an actual like rate fight, well then the P-51 will win because it has straight wings, and when you get into the rate fight, well, both of you can't really cash in energy unless you're playing like some simulator battles and you're just holding a circle, and then you get to a point where you can just pull further back on the stick because you're using full real controls, which I'm not. Which is why you get lots of times into a rate fight in realistic battles. I think. Because you can't exactly cash in energy until you get like top tier where you can just like remove the control, or like jets can just churn at like hell at 700, and then you get into a rate fight once you get to 300, compared to most planes like this where you can only cash in energy when you're at like 500, and then at 300 you're already in a rate fight because because that's what it is. Anyways, this thing hopefully turns not too bad. It has a BF-109 engine from the looks of it, and it has a BF-109 undercooler, so I'm assuming this is a BF-109 like fuselage. And it does look like a BF-109 except for the weight. I should have climbed more. And these bombs are not helping. I should have probably dropped those, but they're not. This guy's going away, which is good for me. Yes. Hello everyone. I should probably put alerts and raid stuff on my stream to make it more dynamic. Trying. Hopefully I will. Still has... Oh my god. He got everyone with his bomb. Oh, how did those get by? Finally the oils, finally... Oh, it looks to be pulling quite good. Except for the other planes that are going for me. Severe damage. There we go. That's enough for me to pull off. Because you can't be sure it's severely damaged enough. That's 47. Not many people around me that I could be already busy. That's a Yak 3. Drop the bombs. Where's that Yak 3 gone? There he is. It's not gonna be full for me. 47s. They are good. There's all in the same spot. That's gonna be bad. That Yak will outmaneuver me. And it will outrate me. Maybe? I've got the flaps out. Yes, see, he is outrating me. Gotta cash in energy. Yep, there it is. Yep, that's what I thought. Not much I can do for that. Yep. Yak 3 on my tail is not very dodgeable. 4-3 as well, but that Yak 3 is just like... It's 17-second turn time. One more second than me, and I was damaged as well, which doesn't help. But yeah, so far it's pretty good plane. This time I'm gonna go without bombs. And I'll climb a bit sooner so I don't get jumped so much. That should be better. Yep. Yeah, so far, no wing breaking things. But performance is pretty solid. It's not on the level of Spitfire, it's more on the level of a Yak, I would say. Though it doesn't have the fast roll of a Yak. Does it? Yeah, no, I'm not at speed for it. Test it. Why would you decide to take off? Oh, it's bad weather, that's why. Yes, so. Yeah, the AP does good amount of damage, because if you hit something critical, you know it's gonna take it out, instead of, like, having to rely on the explosive pillar and hoping that it does the damage you want. Instead, you know for sure that if you do hit it, since it's an AP round, APHE, which is one of the good things about the German guns, if you're using the APHE, you know that if you hit something critical, it's dead. Because it's not a heat round, it's not an explosive round, it's not AP that could just go through it and maybe put it yellow. APHE will mess up an engine. It's even radials that are pretty tough will just go straight to like orange and red, and that can just one of those bullets can turn the tide of a great fight. And it's even better if you hit like the armor, because then you can kill the pilots pretty easily. Compared to HE, if you hit the side of the, you have to like maybe 23 mil HE might be good enough to kill a pilot. If you hit the side of the cockpit, but most of the time, like you hit anywhere except like the front or through the glass and then hit the pilot. Unless you do that, most of the time HE won't kill the pilot. But APHE, if will go through like bulletproof glass and the back armor of most things except the German back armor, because they put 21 millimeters of armor on the back for some reason. But yeah, if it explodes inside a fuel tank, it's pretty critical. This thing has a fuel tank behind the pilot, so it's basically a Sky Raider type of fuel tank, which I don't like, because that's all the fuel in one tank, so if it gets hit and leaks, well, you're done for. Like, I mean, in real life, I get it, like, it protects the pilot, and that's what's most valuable, but in War Thunder, I don't care if my pilot survives or not, or that's not exactly it. I don't want my pilot to be able to land the plane afterwards and be able to survive, or be able to J out. I want to be able to win the fight. By if they hit a fuel tank, maybe my pilot's hit or something. I don't care, because this is a video game. It's a video game. Yeah. This thing goes temp pretty fast and then just stays to temp, like, for an ungodly amount of time before it actually, like, overheats. What, 4,000 meters of altitude? God, I didn't even realize. I'm gonna get absolutely blasted by a twin tank. Almost. What speed can I deploy my flat set? Dodge you. You're not turning. 500 kilometers an hour, that's pretty good. He's gonna speed away. Yeah, I'll go after this I-185. Yep, he just sped away. Which is the good answer to this situation. That they have the speed and the engines. I don't. B-38, I can turn with that. Oh, what the hell? Came back. Okay, well if you're gonna propose a dogfight, then well, never mind. Oh, and of course, come on, retract. B-38, it's not going for me. Fine, I'll go for the I-185, as I originally planned to do. FAQ is dead, yeah. You're gonna be struggling, because you are fat plane. Do not have this time. That's kind of predictable. I think that was your goal. No, not sorry. Not predictable. Elevator. Okay, this thing doesn't turn too well at high speed. And collapse take a while. Not as bad as the F-109. You're not pulling out of that. You indeed didn't. There's that P-38. Oh, I thought he was still dogfighting. Well, he could have, if he was smart, he could have won against a P-47. I don't know if there was another plane there. But yeah, against P-47, the P-38 could probably easily win. It has more power and it's a bit less fat. He could have done a stall tactic. The fat P-47 would have stalled for sure. Now, we've won the game for sure. That is concrete. Now, I believe that is a dead one. There's a P-8 somewhere up above, right there, I believe. I'm gonna just keep climbing.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Yeah, it doesn't get too bad amounts of ammo either. There's B-26. Nobody can climb to him. Maybe the Spitfire, but it'll be slow by the time it gets there. But me, I'm already there. Plus a Corsair. Now B-26, you gotta be careful. They do have guns. Though they are aimed downwards, they're harder to aim. Hence the missing of that P-47. Come on. Turn. You can do it. There you go. I kind of like these guns. That's not the last guy left. I'm gonna leave it to them. They're all gonna go for him since he's low. And while they do that, I'm gonna keep going up. And also, one of the other things, one of the many pluses of using this, bombers that are big targets, like that B-26, don't like to be hit by those since they're way easier to hit, and they have way more material. The APHC does way more damage against them, I think, because there's way more chance that it hits something. Now, I'm just gonna stay climbing unless he kills that P-47, which there is a chance he does, but he is whipping quite magically a lot. And he looks to have lost a bit of stuff. Yeah, they're all going for him. Except that Spitfire, that's probably out of ammo. because it's a Spitfire. Yep, he's on fire. He's dead. That's their airfield, but that's not their big airfield, so I'm fine. Where's that PA? Oh, this thing turns, yeah, it still turns pretty well, even at... yep, there he is. Launch it in wet, because at this altitude it'll cool off enough for me to stay in wet for a while. There's an altitude where it becomes cold enough for you to just permanently stay in wet, if the engine allows it. Because I found that some radial engines, especially the P47, only have a little amount of time of wet, because they use like nitrous injection or like a system like that. P47's case, I think it's water injection. But others, like I think the BF-19s, use nitrous injection, which can last a lot longer. Is that the last guy? That is the last guy. Are you turning around to face your turrets towards me? You are. I'm gonna counter that by getting speed. And coming from below is not the best. Coming from the side would be the best, since the top 20 mil can get you. There's no bottom turrets, and the rear and the side turrets can't. But speed can also help. And I have enough ammo, so yep. Ow. Stop that. I'm missing all my bullets, aren't I? I have no more bullets. You know what that means. Oh, that did nothing? What do you mean? What do you mean? What? How did that make me explode? But it did nothing to him. Of course. Of course. That's just perfect. So now I have to wait for the game to end. Because I didn't end it. Because I did nothing. I should have rammed the tail. I could have taken out one of its elevators. I thought I would at least take out like a prop. Like. Oh. Oh no, it did end. That's amazing. I got that plane. I'm going to order and select because I have the money for that now. And I'm gonna go for this thing. Yes. So why is it this plane? Because that's the plane in my hangar. If I do, yep, P8. Do I have any 20 mils on any plane? I have this thing. Damage it did. It hit what? It didn't hit anything. It just went through. What did that one do? Oh, it did nothing either. What? I've been talking about how much they do, and then they just don't show how much they do. Yeah, that's kind of light orange. That's not bad. So, I have a feeling I'm gonna like this one. But I'm probably not gonna be playing it much. Offensive 57 is there. Yeah. Oh, 42,000. Oh, that jumped a lot. But yeah. This thing's still probably pretty good. Probably almost as good as that. It's gonna be under 20 seconds for turn time. But yeah. This will get me to jet actually quite fast. If I could get to jets in Sweden like tonight. Because I only need 3. So I can just research all 3 of those. and then I can get jets. So if I wanted to, I could. But that wouldn't be fun. Then that wouldn't be playing the game for fun. So instead, I'll play this thing because it's gonna be a menace to everyone that lives around it. Since it has a 57, that is quite powerful. It is only an AP, but 75 isn't that bad for a cannon that fires pretty fast, and it has 41 bullets. And on a great chassis, that part. Those are pretty good engines. They get fire extinguishers, and it gets a turret that actually does something, unlike the ME-262. And this one can also actually turn and tank some shots. I think it's the only bomber that can actually tank shots. Anyways, yeah, so I mean, if I can grind the army to that level, then this might be my new favorite Britain nation, like 4347. Because it's gonna have, like, probably pretty good ground. I mean, if I get to 4-7, I have this thing. This ain't gonna be too bad, neither is that. This, yeah, this is gonna be replaced by that. Then 4-7, I'm probably gonna have one of those. Yeah, this, at 4-7, it's not gonna be too bad, because I'm gonna have, yeah, this thing, plus this, which are gonna be two awesome planes. And then this, which is just gonna destroy everything. Does it get even less ammo? It does. It gets even less ammo. For the same pen. So its only bonus is the turret rotation. And the chassis, that's probably better. But honestly, for what it is, I'd still pick the DCA. The French, where is it? Yep, DCA. That thing is just, it has lots of ammo and 90 degrees per second of turret rotation. Insane for entire and anti-tank. Anyways, enough jabbing around. I'm gonna find a nation to play because I don't have many people to play with. The Dutch is there. Well, I could stay in Sweden. Yep. I'll go and play air with this thing. Because I need to update it so that, well, upgrade it so that I can get the rounds for the 57. But yeah, this thing's gonna be way better than everyone expects. I can't wait to either one-shot a bomber that is an unsuspecting victim, or absolutely get destroyed by a P-38. I'll keep the bombs because they're very small and they're not very... How much do they remove my abilities? 1.2 meters per second. Wow. That's on the theoretical level though. Oh, I spawn lower than or heavy bombers spawn higher. Heavy slash long range bomber. I think that's what that is. This is a dive bomber. And yet it gets bomb sight, which is very good. The elevators are pretty flush. They're only pulling up slightly. And that's one of the things, if you want to know more about your own aircraft. If you look at your elevators while you're holding a path, If you're at like 300 kilometers an hour and those things are more than a few degrees off, your plane has bad lift, which means it's not going to perform well at low speeds. Or it's not going to turn well at all. And how do you know? It's because you have to pull up a lot. Yeah, if you have to pull up a lot at 300 kilometers an hour, that means, yeah, that you don't have enough lift for the nose to stay steady. So you have to keep steadying it by pulling up slightly. This pulls up slightly and it's kind of normal because it's a bomber. But I bet if I drop these bombs, it would probably go back to normal. That Wyvern's already over that base. Well, from this angle. This thing probably has a worse turn time than the one before, but it's not mitigated by the fact that this one doesn't have bombs. So if you're both fully loaded, then the bombs are equivalent to the weight of this 57, which is quite a big thing to be putting in a plane. But I'm all about it. It's gonna be an actually good strike plane. That's not supposed to be a strike plane. The only missing thing is I would love to have like at least 250 kilogram bombs on the wings instead of 850. But yeah, you know, beggars can be choosers. I mean, the ME410 didn't even get any. And its 50 mil was kind of bad. Like, it had the pen, but it's a Puma's 50 and it's not, it wasn't that great. Oh, I almost feel bad once I'm gonna have killed this guy, because B-17s can't tank anything. Yep. Never stood a chance. I'm, like, actually sorry for him. He didn't even stand a chance. And now I'm above everyone else. I could go for that Corsair on that guy below me. I'll go for the guy below me and then I'll circle around for that Corsair. Oh, they're both Corsairs. Well then. That was just a 13 mil. So I don't know what you're going to do. I got 46 rounds of the cannon, so I'll just go fire a few off into the distance. Hope they hit. I mean, if they do, it's dead for him. He's going to outturn me here. So I'll drop the bombs. Why not? And I'll go for that 51. Or not, because that Corsair's turning for me. Turn for him. Come on. Don't hit me. Where's the Corsair? Oh, you're there. Get out of your sight as fast as possible. Come on. Come on, gunner. Leak out, please. Oh, hell yeah. We're still in it. We're kind of still in it. Now you're gonna have to do that. Yes, you're going to have to. And then, surprise move, I'm slower than you. Pull everything that I have. He's gonna go up. That's not gonna... Come on, camera. Stay with me. Go for it. And... This fires so fast. For only a hit. That's kind of. Oh, that. Did I delete that wing, or did I? Was that the teammate? Probably the teammate. That F8 is gonna fight the teammate. This thing still turns pretty well right now. Probably because it doesn't have much ammo. Oh, that I still have cannon rounds. Okay, that's. So I'm kind of struggling to stay airborne because of all the damage. I think that is the last guy on the end. That's why everyone's going for him. We absolutely wrecked those guys. I kind of did a good bit of part on that. Yep. I'm just gonna try to get an assist on this one. Finished off. There we go. And I'm still alive. That doesn't prove to you how much of a beast this thing is. I tanked so much that I maybe should not have tanked. And that's probably a pretty good first game, honestly. Yeah. That... Ooh, I'm gonna have a good amount of research to play with. I'm gonna go compressor because performance is pretty crucial for this aircraft. And I'm gonna go wing repair. Performance, if I can maybe turn a bit faster. Oh, it's 27 turn time. Ooh. I didn't even get compared with the other one. Oh yeah, first game was pretty fun, or fine, at least. Put that, because that's way easier than spamming the spacebar. And then maybe I'll show you guys the upgrades I made to the radar from last episode of War Thunder. This last episode I played jets, and I ended it. And then I found out why my radar sucked so much, and it's because I had the... And yeah, it's because I didn't have the right mode on. In like modes, I had it on default, which is kind of garbage, because basically, to lock it, it has to scan a whole area. And then it knows where a target is. So when you go to lock, it's like, oh, well, I know where this target is, so I'll lock this one. And then if that's not the right one and you go off of it, well, then if you need to go to lock again, it has to rescan that whole big area. So instead, you have to use another mode that is kind of better. And I found one that is actually quite good. I really don't understand how a 50 cal blew off my wing, but I mean, what can I do about it? I'm gonna go see it, hit analysis, because, yeah, those were just critical hits. This, yeah, a single 13 mil AP, what did it do? But that, okay, so it doesn't register all the hits, for sure, because I took off his wing. But enemy hits. Oh, and it said my wing was already off, so yeah, that's not. Okay, yeah, this game is kind of bugged. That, because I took off his wing and it didn't show it, and he took off my wing and it didn't show it.
Attention to the map.
Victory is near. Commencing attack. Attack the enemy. Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Melvin. Ah, I got 2 kills. I thought I'd gotten more assists. But I got 2 assists, so yep. That that's not an enemy, or that's a dead enemy. Most probably. Medium tank. I'm not gonna take my chances. I'm actually gonna go for those instead. I think I can kill those with a high explosive round. From 57, it's gotta be like enough. Oh, and armored cars are open top as well, so. At least I thought. Guess not. Yeah. Oh, I guess I can. Yeah, I definitely can, because there's only one AP round for 3 bullets, so definitely. I also figured out that this thing doesn't actually have the air brake that all the other ones do. So I was very much at risk of overspeeding there.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
I'll see if I can kill, like, one of those. Like, what medium tanks are they? They look like Panzers. Okay, that was the AP round for sure. Yep, because that was the HE. What are they? They're very badly formed Panzers. That's what they look like, so assuming that's what they are. And yep, that's the second game. Better performance wings. Engines, maybe, but I think I'm gonna get the 57 instead. And I'll get the engines, since the 13s are already pretty deadly. Now, question. Do I get the HE belt? Or do I get the ground targets? I mean, I'm mostly gonna be hunting. There we go. So I'm gonna take those. I'll go for this. Just barely enough of that. And then I'll go for this. Yeah, a couple more games and then this thing will be spaded. And then I'll play the Piero Rimouski. Or like how I call it, the Puliversky. Because I'm dyslexic. Yeah, so with their target, there's not gonna be any like tank hunting. I know that I can kill like the armored vehicles, especially if they're. God, these are so loud. Thankfully, because of War Thunder Spaghetti code, for some reason, it's louder whenever you look at something.
Attention to the map. Never.
So even though this thing is classified as a dive bomber, it has a bomb scope of 57, but no air brakes. So yeah, it's a dive bomber, yes, but doesn't have air brakes, doesn't have many bombs, and has a 57. So I think this, like, of course it's made as a bomber, but technically this classifies more as an interceptor. I mean, like, this is probably the way to do it. This is an interceptor that's slower and gets bomber spawn. A bit like the P-47. The P-47 is supposed to be like a bomber escort, but the reason there isn't that in War Thunder is because people would like take the absolutely like take advantage of that. They would spawn at bomber range to escort the bombers, and then they would just dive on the other bombers, which would make bomber lifespan even worse than it is right now. Especially without how big the maps are. This is 4-3, and by the time I get to the bases, the fighters are already at our height. Except for this thing, because this thing has very strong engines, but it's also not a very heavy bomber. That would be a P-38 that decided not to climb much. Sir, you have officially signed your death certificate. Because I don't see any bombers, so I'm free to go after whoever I want. Wait, no, that's not a P-38, that's a Wing, so that's like a Tisma, the Russian. I hear another plane. I'll go after that one. It's way more of a threat. I'm gonna try to get it himself. I thought that would have done way more damage than it did. But no. Like, how do I get ripped my wing in half by a 50 cal? Like, seriously. And why, also more importantly, why weren't any of those, like, spotted before? Okay, can you not? Okay, when his 50 cal hit me, it just tore all of my wings off. Yeah, that's just... Yep. So, somebody ripped my wing off. Who knows who? Because that's just how that happens. Like, honestly, it's probably the Tisma that broke my wing off. But I don't know, because it doesn't give a shit and it doesn't show. So you can't know. Which is kind of stupid, because they have that feature could be relied on to know how something went through your armor. And then it doesn't work. Half the time it either shows bullcrap and it says, oh, it should not have penned when it should have, and it did. Or it just doesn't record the rounds that hit you. And I can kind of understand for air, a lot of rounds are fired, and that would make like Christmas list of bullets that they would have to record. But at the same time, like, you could just also like say, oh, I only record the critical hits. So if it hits the skin of the aircraft, I'm not gonna record that. But if it hits the strut, the fuel tank, the engine, the guns, pilot, the gunner, I would record those. So you could make it so they only record critical hits, or critical, not in the sense that gives you like the term critical and that you hit something critical, but in the term that's something that's useful. So even if it technically isn't critical like a fuel tank, it still records that bullet hit, which is what I think would be nice and would work. Only problem is they're not gonna do that because feature as it is fine. But even though it isn't, it really, it could be improved. But yeah, I stopped playing War Thunder for a bit and then I came back, and it's much nicer playing more casually. Surprisingly. And also I streamed a bunch of 7 Days to Die, and that game's awesome. I got tired of it because I didn't want to lose my progress. And then I started another game and I wasn't scared of losing my progress because it wasn't very high. And I recorded that series. And then I realized that I was just like a wuss and too scared to actually do anything when it's like kind of actually hard to die, especially if you put it at the lowest difficulty. So, like, I probably said it in that series, but I'm gonna make it to 105 days, which is gonna be the last blood moon, and then I'm gonna start another one at a higher difficulty, probably. Because anyways, by day 50, I'm gonna have the best gear anyways. But again, anyways, War Thunder. Ooh, there's a B-17 and a B-26. Tasty. Especially since they won't see them rounds coming. Could I drop? There are not many bombers, especially on the right side, so you're not gonna be able to get to my height for sure, because you're a 325, you're fat as hell. Can I drop on that? I might actually just drop on. Come on, turn enough. Retract, please don't turn away too much. God damn it. I should have, like, waited a lot more. But she still can't turn with me. But that's not the problem, the other problem is I lost all my speed. And now I'm at the fighter's range. So, he's not gonna be able to catch up to me for sure, but the problem is not him, it's these. Oh, what? Of course. 50 cals are overpowered. Like, for some reason, the second I left the US, they just buffed the 50 cals twice. They've buffed them to... Seriously. The needing SL. Please, just let me have some. But yeah. Anyways, let's try that again. If I gave more separation, he wouldn't have time to... Or he would have, but I would have been further behind, and then the degrees of which I was turning would give me a bigger lead. I just realized I could have also dropped all my bombs while turning. As soon as I saw him turn, I should have done that. Though they don't seem to have too big of an impact. They still have an impact. Not an impact like the impact driver. Still not a small lobby. I said I put that to yes like a year ago. Like, do you want to participate in smaller lobbies for 12 to 12? Yes, I do. And then it just didn't change anything. I need to go and check if it actually put it yes or if it put it off after like the first game. Because that is a possibility. Now, I see that there is another bomber. Now, this is a smaller map. Yeah, TU2. Oh, yep, no, don't. I'm not gonna go actually against him. I would if he was in front of me and he had his back to me, but not when he's facing me because he has 220 mils that will probably destroy me. Especially since 50 cows destroy me, then that'll absolutely annihilate me. Though it doesn't turn well, so I can actually dogfight with him. So I say it doesn't turn well, but I dogfighted a 335 in a TU2 while having bombs for like half of it. And then I dumped them because I wanted to be able to actually dogfight him. Now, since he doesn't really see me, he's already dropped his bomb and seems to be diving away. Oh, there he goes. That's the good thing about having multiple multiple ammo. Multiple ammo. Having lots of ammo. Thankfully, literally all of their fighters went low. Which is good for me, because that means if they go up for me, I kill them. And if they don't, then that's fine. It's even better like that, yeah, because then I can just pick whoever's going up for me. And then whoever's not is just fine. Like, that's for 7. Not many people. I'll just drop on this, and then I'll going back and choosing my targets. So, yeah. And, yep. Turning back. Ooh, they lost 4 people. In like 3 seconds. I'll see what I can do. There doesn't seem to be many targets up high, so I do have to dive. Like, literally. What the hell? I might actually end it here. That makes me mad. A single bullet tore off my wing. I didn't even get a chance to do anything with my turret. I got a hit. And then I started dialing in my aim. And then I just got my wing torn off by a 50 cal. It's so stupid. Like, seriously. Fix it, Gaijin. You really need to fix this. And then it says a 13 mil AP. Okay, that's my hits. Oh, no, I didn't even get hit. See? Okay, so by sheer willpower, he tore my wing off. That's what you're saying to me, War Thunder. That's just crazy. That's how that works now. Or that they allow it to work like that. Like, seriously, if I take a 50 cal, like, even, like, what can I do? Even a 13 mil, a 20 mil AP to the wing. Straight on the wing root, right there. It puts it orange. A 20 mil does. Now let's take a 57 AP. Now I don't know where I need to aim. That tears off the wing. That tears off the wing there too. 14. That's 14.5 centimeter rockets. I know the J26. It has 50 counts. Let's see. AP. If I hit it directly, it puts it yellow. Are you saying out of the, like, maybe 50 cal shots, maybe 150 cal shots, they all hit almost perfectly this little thing from 500 meters away? And then you're not even gonna say that anything hit me. It's just, it makes me not want to play this game anymore. I'll do one more, just because, like, there's probably gonna be a better game, but that's just, like, I didn't even get a chance. I started turning a bit, trying to find a target, and then there's a Corsair on me, which of course is gaining on me because I was above and I had so much energy, but not anymore, and the Corsair was prepared for that. And then starts just shooting at me and instantly tears a wing off. That wasn't my experience when I played USA. My experience was they don't do shit, and it sucked because the first cannons you get was at 5-0 with planes that either didn't turn or were paper. The F8 I thought was going to be absolutely insane until I found out that at 6-3 it was crap because although it could climb and wasn't too bad, you got absolutely railed on by Spitfires and what else is there at that thing? Jets. Because you couldn't catch the jet and you couldn't turn with a Spitfire, so you were screwed at that level. But no, now the 50 cals are like as strong as a 20 mil. Actually, they're strong. 50 cals, the American 50 cals are stronger than the German 20 mils now. Just plain and simple. And I can confirm because I played the P-47 like a couple of times in the past like month, and you tear wings off with it, which you did not before. You used to have to dump, and I remember that because I used to complain about that a lot, that you had to dump out like half your ammo on somebody to get like a crit and for them to go down. But now that seems like that's not the case. You can probably take on, if you had a good plane that had good turn time, like a P-51, the P-51 at 6.3 or at 5.0. 5.0 is my favorite one because although it gets a slightly worse engine, it's at 5.0. So its turn time is slightly worse, but its turn time is worse on paper because it has worse engine. So its rate fight capabilities are slightly worse. But in an actual dogfight, in the first couple of turns at 5.0, you will win. But yeah. P8, that thing's gonna implode as soon as I shoot it. And again, all of the fighters went low, so I'm gonna keep very high this time, because, like, apparently the game doesn't care. Oh, okay, they're just gonna miss all of those. Come on. How did I miss all of those? I was aiming so far in front and I thought I was missing because of that, and then I aim closer and it just misses all of those. And then another one. There he goes. Finally. God, I had to spam so much. And I'm leaking oil because he sniped my oil with the last bullet he shot at me. Awesome. Perfect. Wait, no. I'm leaking oil because he sniped my oil of my first engine and damaged my second engine for it to leak oil. Well, that's not too bad. I just have to like kill one or two people and then go back. I could probably just bomb a base like right now. I'll bomb this base because it's already low. And I'm like right above it, and I dive without it. Come on, hit. Up, up, no, down, down. Oh, god damn it. Of course it doesn't, no, flight is bad. I don't like flying. I put one bomb on that thing, that's not gonna do anything. nothing. So I'm gonna just turn around now. That should be enough separation for it to do its thing. I'm gonna dive at the same time. Okay, and then go straight, level, then get on the button to drop all of them at the same time. Drop them slightly early so that if they don't drop all at the same time, they still land. That did that with another plane. If the bombs are in a bomb bay and you click the button to drop them all at the same time, they don't drop all at the same time because they have to wait for one another
We need
to
to
drop.
put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Yep. And then my right engine is gonna start dying, and then there are no enemies left, so I'm almost better off just going for them and helping out the team. My first engine's overheating faster. He actually killed that thing, and it's gonna die to that spit because there's no way it outturns it. There we go. Predictions are correct. That P-38 should be losing to that P-51, but I guess he isn't. He just won. Oh, there they are. There's that P-51 on the line. I'm gonna go for him. Oh. You messed with the wrong cow. I know how to dogfight in a bomber. I'm the worst thing you've ever seen. Now I'm gonna get killed by that P-47, of course I am. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, do something. Yes. I think that was elevator controls. Come on, come on. Yes! This thing's amazing. Apart from the fact that I'm not going to be able to get back to the airfield, because there's only one airfield and it's so far away. And I have like I have a quarter of an engine. Actually, that's not too far, except like that engine just died and I have still lots of ammo on me. So I could dump. Come on, dump all of it. That 57 ammo is going to be very heavy. I can maybe make it. Since it is mostly flat ground, I have a chance of making it. I'm still losing speed, but the goal is in sight. Oh god. Oh no, 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 wait, wait, wait. Nope, stop that. I might not make it over those trees. So I'm gonna deploy. This has a very fast landing gear, so I can deploy it very late. So I can keep the most amount of speed that I can get. Come on. Keep on going. Please, bushes, don't kill me. Okay, thank you.
The enemy is winning.
No, 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 wait, wait, wait. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, keep on going. Keep on powering this thing. I'm right there. I'm gonna be written off due to severe damage, aren't I? Yep. by the P8. If I had, yeah, this might have been able to help me a lot. Turret, I'm gonna get for sure. And then I'm gonna get probably rockets, since that'll give me. I'll go 20 mils so that they're slightly deadlier. You go for that. I don't know if dropping the ammo was the right thing to do. You can get, yeah, since they are there. Those are pretty good rockets actually. Yeah. So I could dogfight it against the BF-109, and I definitely could have stayed and dogfighted against him a little bit more. Would have been fun. But sadly, the P-47 denied me that right. Anyways, do I do one more? Meh. I haven't played this thing, but I probably won't, since I'll probably, well, I'll be playing this instead. Because I didn't think I was gonna get this. And I mean, yeah, it's a Daimler Benz, so it is a BF-109. Wait, that's the, oh, that's the late engine, the DB605. That's a late war engine. And that is a German cannon, but it gets 50 cals. Unlike the BF-109 that gets the 13 mils that don't do anything, this one gets 50 cal, so it does kind of something. But this thing would actually probably be at 4.7 if it had the 13.2s. And yeah, I mean, if you couldn't tell, it was a BF-109 from the nose cone and the air intake and the inverted V engine and the over-engine firing. Does it get armor? It doesn't get the BF-109's armor because it doesn't get its fuel tank configuration and everything. So it's basically a remodeled BF-109, and it performs way better than the 109s did. Like, I mean, for 4.3 compared to this thing, 20.7. So it probably goes down to a 19-second turn time, but it doesn't actually turn in that time. It has way more armor, which makes it heavier, and which makes it bad for a sustained turn time. It does get insane climb rate, but I think that's because of the it has the same engine, DB605A. Yeah, I think the good climb rate is from the aerodynamic factor, and yeah, its wings are pretty straight, but they're curved at the end. I don't know why, this thing just doesn't perform well. I tried all the BF-109s up until like 5.3, and they all turn like crap. Like, they only really turn well at like 500 kilometers an hour. That's when there's like enough. And I think part of the reason why they don't turn well is the elevators. The rear control surfaces are way too small. Like, if you compare it to like the P-51, like, those tail surfaces are pretty, they're not actually that much bigger. But the tail itself is bigger, especially the rudder. The rudder is way bigger. And even the P-47, which I really like, it's like my favorite airplane. It has really big tail surfaces, which even though, like this one, even though it says like 30 seconds turn time, this one is not. If you're at 500, 600 kilometers an hour, because of the fact that it has hydraulics and like straight wings, it will outturn most things. But if you get into a rate fight, you will lose, even against a BF-109. Yeah, this one's the best because although it says it has worse turn time, but it has better climb because the engine is less heavy. But yeah, the engine is a different engine. Apart from that, they're the same. It's just it's just the engine that changes. I'm pretty sure. At least that's what it looks like. This one looks like it kind of gets slightly longer wings. It might, which would contribute to a better turn time and worse climb rate. But yeah, this thing is... Oh yeah, no, I see it now. Is it? Yeah, this has completely straight wings compared to the one at 5.0 that has this. Okay, so that's the difference. The 631 has bigger wings, so the 631 will turn better than this will. But this thing is at 5.0 and the other one's at 6.3. This does get bombs. Nope, I don't want to do that. I just want to look. And gets 50 cals. That's, for some reason, they just slap now. They just destroy everything. Anyways, drag this maybe a bit too long. But yeah, got the premium, played a bit. Not bad. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see if I can rate somebody, actually. I don't do that often. I don't have anybody that I know that is on, sadly. So, I will not be rating anybody. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.